Doctrine and Devotion is brought to you by coronavirus. My name is Joe Thorne. I'm the lead pastor of Redeemer Fellowship in St. Charles, Illinois.
And I'm Jimmy Fowler, executive pastor at Redeemer Fellowship.
Don't shake your head at me.
I'm shaking my head
Do
at you.
not
Why
do that.
would you do that? Why would you say that? We are not sponsored by the coronavirus.
No, I said brought to you by.
We're not brought to you
We
by.
are.
How?
We have been
How?
brought. What are we talking about?
Coronavirus? But that doesn't
There
work.
we go.
No.
So therefore, coronavirus has brought us to the podcast essentially to talk about it. It hasn't brought us financially. No. But coronavirus.
No.
You got us thinking about stuff. We got to talk about stuff.
I guess, well, we are going to be thinking about stuff. You're right, Joe.
You know, so I didn't say we were proud to be sponsored by coronavirus. I didn't say that. If we were sponsored by coronavirus, we would have to say COVID-19. I think that would be, we would want to.
That'd be the right way to do it?
More formal
way of,
you know, giving props to an organization or virus.
Have you gotten it yet?
The coronavirus?
Yeah.
I don't think so because I feel pretty good.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You look like
you
have it.
I look like a chubby crypt keeper. I know what you want to say. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Tales from the crypt.
Yes, you know what? That was fantastic.
You're a mean person.
Who? What?
Yeah, you are a very mean person.
Who says I'm a mean person?
Well, I just did for one. So
Well,
thanks for paying attention.
Why
to
would
me.
you say that?
Because you just said I was a fat crypt keeper.
I didn't say that. You said it.
No, but you agreed with it.
I did not agree with it.
You
I
did.
laughed at it.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I laughed at your joke.
So you know what's going on Sunday?
Yeah.
No
I
church.
do. No church.
No church. This is a weird thing for us. We haven't canceled church, I don't think, ever.
I don't even think for like snow.
No, we just show up and we tell people, hey,
If you don't want to go,
don't go.
Don't go.
You do not need to feel
You're
compelled to
fine.
go. It's dangerous out there, especially if you're from the South and you're up here driving in the winter. It's dangerous.
It's
for you.
dangerous. Yeah. Don't.
But I'm gonna be there. We're gonna be there. So,
Pastor Jeff is going to show up.
yeah, he'll get there first and start plowing.
He'll start plowing, and then he'll go plow to Joe's house.
and dig me out.
And dig
so
Joe
I can
out,
get
and
there.
then, yeah.
He has done that in the past.
So no, we do it. But like Joe said, we tell people if you don't want to, that's okay.
Now, this whole thing with the coronavirus, although Jimmy and I are experts on COVID-19, we're not going to delve into our expert knowledge of it all.
Yeah.
We really just want to talk about church stuff here. But we, as like a lot of churches and a lot of people, our understanding of this epidemic has been growing, right? And so we have a perspective on it, and we get more information. And it was
Isn't it a pandemic now?
Yeah. I think. Oh, you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it. Oh,
Sorry, we're pretty distracted. All right, well, it's a long week. It's been a long week. It's been a long weekend. This has been a difficult season. So if you go to our church's website,
yep. All right, Joe's going there now.
we have a statement that says all worship services temporarily suspended. So we're just going to read you what we've put up. Of course, the internet's not working here, so I can't actually do it because our internet at the church is a joke.
This is such great
here we go.
pod.
All right, here is our update.
All right, go, Joe.
The global health concerns related to the coronavirus, COVID-19, have now been declared a national emergency in the United States. Many schools and organizations have postponed or canceled classes, events, and large gatherings for the immediate future. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, whatever. Just come on, that guy.
Well, you know
That
what?
guy.
Listen, we might actually get 2 governors in a row that didn't get sent off to prison. That's pretty good for us.
Look at this guy's hair. He's going to prison.
No,
he has the same hair as Blagojevich.
I'm saying-
That's how you can tell.
No, I'm saying the last one didn't go.
Yeah.
This one might not go.
This one's ripe. He's ripe to
that's
go.
2.
He
That's
doesn't
2 in a
doesn't
row.
skip twice.
It'd be it's like the coronavirus.
Yeah,
it
that's
ain't
right.
skipping twice.
All right, so JB has recommended that groups of 250 or more suspend meeting to protect our members and serve our neighbors well. We are suspending our worship services for the next 2 weeks, beginning this Sunday, March 15th. You will still be able to hear new sermons each Sunday here on the church website. And there's just more information and details about events and stuff that were going on and how we keep everybody updated. Now,
Good.
Jimmy, is canceling our services weak sauce?
No.
Well, how can you say it ain't weak sauce? do not forsake the assembling of yourselves together. Hebrews tells us, do not forsake the assembly. And you know what? You are encouraging the forsaking of the assembly.
No, I am saying I think we are in the realm of providentially hindered.
Oh, you think God gave us the coronavirus so that we couldn't go to church? Is that what you're saying?
Do we not believe in the sovereignty of God?
I'm asking the questions here.
No,
sir.
so Joe,
you will answer my questions before I answer yours.
Joe, now, do you
You're not
believe
Jesus.
that,
You don't get to turn it around on me.
Do you not believe in the sovereignty of God?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Does he not allow a bird to fall and?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. He will spike that bird. he will do a celebration dance around it like a football player.
No,
that's not that.
No,
is that too far?
That's too far.
So
you went a little. There was a line, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm just tiptoe past
it's
it."
always more fun on the other side of that line. So yeah, our reasoning came down to a few things, right?
Yeah.
We don't cancel. We don't like to cancel.
No.
We hate to cancel.
No.
It's our favorite part of the week.
Yeah.
Now,
it is not what we do.
What was some of the rationale that we had for suspending our corporate worship services? Because we really do believe that's the most important thing that we will do in a given week as a church.
Yeah. So it actually all began because we started having the conversation. People are scheduled to serve. Can we bind their conscience and say, you need to come serve as scheduled? Or do we then release and say, hey, listen, if you're feeling uncomfortable, if you're unsure for whatever reason, and don't want to come in, we don't want to force you to come in.
Yeah, or feel like if you're not, you're going to be looked at sideways.
Correct.
Right?
So we wanted to give that freedom of the conscience to our members who are serving. So that's where like the initial conversation came from, right? Was how do we, let's talk to everyone and let them know, hey, if you're uncomfortable, let us know. We will find someone else to fill that spot.
And we're not at this point in our conversation, we're not really worried about COVID-19. We're just like, all right, it's a thing, but like it's not that big of a thing probably. Right now, how do we just take care of our people that are having this kind of a question?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay. From there, I think it kind of went into the wider conversation of, okay, what is our responsibility to our members,
right,
to protect them, as well as what is our responsibility to our neighbors,
right,
to protect them as well, our community at large. And so that's where it kind of went down this road of, well, we're called to love, and protect. And so that might mean for this season, canceling service and providing an alternate avenue for them to receive God's word.
It's weird because I know that you don't like cancel culture, but here you are canceling church. So I'm just saying that I don't know.
All I know is El Presidente has called tomorrow. He has named tomorrow a National Day of Prayer.
Really?
Yeah. He just tweeted it.
Really?
Yeah.
So Friday is a National Day of Prayer?
No. Today's Saturday.
No. Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about recording. You got to communicate with people.
Oh, sorry. So yes, Sunday, here it goes. It is my great honor to declare Sunday, March 15th as a National Day of Prayer. We are a country that throughout our history has looked to God for protection and strength in times like these. No matter where you may be, I encourage you to turn towards prayer in an act of faith. Together, we will easily prevail. All caps.
Wow. So Trump got a little Trumpy right there with his language. So yeah, I think what happened to us is, like you said, Jimmy, we began asking questions and then asking deeper questions. Yeah. And as we were doing that, we were getting more information about the rate at which this disease is spreading or this virus is spreading. And we were getting recommendations from city officials and government officials telling us like what we should and shouldn't do. And so as all of this was coming in, considering the church, considering our responsibility, we made this call to suspend.
And it wasn't easy.
No. In fact, we were all very hesitant to make the call. And then one of us finally said, why don't we consider doing this actually? And everybody was like, yeah, it's probably the thing to do. We just moved ahead and we were all on the same page.
Yeah.
But there is always going to be pushback. There's going to be people out there, and even in your church, like I know that there are going to be people at Redeemer who are disappointed, like, oh man, I really think we should meet, and I don't know, nothing to worry about here. But understand that as elders in the church, we have a greater level of responsibility for the 350 people and their souls that God allows us to care for. So because we are tasked with the responsibility of caring for them, them gathering here, potentially picking up something and then taking it back into the world
Yep.
is now on us too.
So I want to I think sometimes I know there's going to be people that look and say, well, here you are giving in to the panic culture, right? You're giving in to this spread of misinformation from the slanderous media. All this is an attempt to undermine the Trump economy because it's an election year.
Right.
No, we're not giving in any way, and we don't think other churches that are canceling are giving in as well. We're first and foremost looking, how do we shepherd our people and love our community?
Yeah, and we would also say this, that because church, for many of us, many synagogues, many churches, a lot of things are being canceled. A lot of good, healthy, biblical churches are canceling their services for maybe 2 weeks, maybe for a month. You can't get those Sundays back. But what you can do is you can register for the Doctrine and Devotion annual conference going down Friday, September 18th and 19th.
Are you really throwing
listen,
a
I'm telling you
plug
right
in
now.
during the Corona episode?
Ain't no Corona in September. We'll be good by then.
Well,
so come on, man. So listen, head on over to doctrineanddevotion.com. Scroll down, look for the banner, the Covenant Theology, God's Promises for God's People Conference. Jimmy, who are we having as our keynote speaker?
Oh, we got Sam the Man Renahan.
Oh, it's
going to be fantastic.
It's going to be good. So Jimmy's preaching, I'm preaching, but of course we're going to let Sam do the bulk of that.
Yeah, he's
going to
good.
do all the heavy lifting.
That's right. That's what we paid him for.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. His new book is wonderful. So hit the website, check it out. We'd love to see you there. People are already signing up, man. So it's taking off quick.
I have never been prouder of you for plugging our conference in the midst of our Corona episode.
You know what? The Corona crisis is our opportunity to corral our people for our capitalistic.
I'm loving all these things. Keep going.
Consumption? I don't know. I ran out of hard C's. All right, so some people are canceling, other people aren't.
Yeah, and you know what?
Are they screwing up?
No, I don't think so.
That's their responsibility.
That's their
It's
responsibility.
their decision. They got to work.
And I respect that. I respect that decision. And so, we really want to highlight that whether you're canceling or you're not, it's not our place to sit there and look towards them and say, "Oh, how dare you!" Right? Why would you not?
Mind your business, everybody.
Exactly, and know that they're obviously making these decisions through prayer. Right? They're taking time as leadership to pray and to consider and to discern and to seek God in what is best for their congregation and their community.
Right.
And I respect that.
Show respect.
Yeah.
And mind your business. Mind your business. Here's the thing: if you're the guy or the girl at your church, and your church has made a decision to cancel or to stay on schedule, and you're using this as an opportunity to look at other churches and then pat yourself on the back because you're doing what other people aren't and they're messing up, then you are a spiritual doofus, I think is the correct word. That is arrogant and proud and sinful, and you need to repent, really. I mean, and again, we all have this tendency, right, to sort of measure ourselves against somebody else and think about it. We get that spiritual sniff. Yeah. Oh, I hear you're canceling services, Jimmy. We thought about that, but then we thought it'd be better to be faithful to Jesus. So don't do that.
Don't do it.
And this is not. And so churches that are having it, I don't necessarily think that they're being reckless.
Nope,
now,
not at all.
It's possible that they are, but I can't see what they're doing. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're not being reckless. They've evaluated the situation.
They've evaluated and they kind of go through. So then, Joe, let's just say, well, actually not, let's just say, because we are canceling church. So what are some measures that we're putting in place because we still want to encourage and to edify our people. What are we looking to do? Go ahead. I know you hate saying it. That's why I'm making you say it.
I have to in about an hour or so. I got to go preach a sermon in front of a video camera. So
whoa, look at this. Joe freaking Thorne. Such big time. Yeah. Such big time.
It's going to be
It's going to be wonderful.
I'm not naturally awkward enough. I figure like if we could make me feel even more awkward
Let me preach to an empty room and
with
a camera.
You ever see me do interviews? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
I'm not the best.
I saw
in
the
front of
Crossway one.
Oh, that's so nervous.
Oh, it was
I can't
horrible.
relax. My head is shaking. Like inside, my brain is shaking inside my skull. And
Which is funny because like you put Joe up on at a stage, right? I don't care if it's, well, he'll never be at T4G or TGC, but I don't care if it's that large.
No, I've preached in front of very large.
Nothing.
I feel the same
He's
as preaching
fine.
in front of 10. It's
He's
all the
fine.
same. Camera.
But have a camera there and Joe is done.
Don't like it.
He is.
Don't like it. Want to check out.
It's the best. I love it.
Which is why, remember that time when A&E was talking to me about hosting a special?
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
And they were like, we really like your...
I don't think it was A&E. It was History Channel.
No,
it don't matter.
It was A&E.
Okay.
But it was... but yeah, I kept telling people it was History Channel, but it was actually A&E. But the point is that they really liked something about my preaching. They saw some videos and they liked us talking on Skype. They're like, you just like, this would be really great. And I'm really glad that it never worked out because once they would have put me down in front of a camera on a soundstage, it would have been different.
I'm really glad to be here.
Yeah.
And
awkward.
I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
Just hold them up. Should I hold them up? Should I ball them up like fists? One relaxed, one tight. What do I do? Can I hold a pen?
Yeah.
Can I Bob Dole it? I need something.
And I can imagine. Remember when Rubio took that? He was doing the address, right?
Yeah.
The Republican response, and he went and grabbed that bottle of water, and he locked eyes with the camera.
Super awkward.
That's Joe.
Yeah. If you're gonna videotape me, just do it like my stalkers and do it without me knowing.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
So we're going to be recording Joe and
We're gonna
putting him
have
up there.
sermon
is going to be up there. Now, listen, we have the means to do that, right? Like we've got the means of a video recorder or even audio recording with the equipment that Joe and I have. And so your church might not have that. You're looking to cancel, might not have that. So, I mean, I would still encourage you, if possible, record something on your phone, right? All phones have a voice memo.
Yeah.
Record your sermon, record a devotion, record something, if possible.
Feed your people.
To feed your people, or even direct them. Say, look, this is the passage we're going to be going through. I want to encourage you as a family to go through it. Here are some of my main thoughts and points I'd like for you to think through.
Give them some good commentaries. John Gill, free online.
Yep. I mean, even if, or, a smaller church or anything, you can try to do like a Google Hangout where everyone's muted and it's you and you're having a discussion.
Oh, that's like Jimmy likes it. Everybody shut up and listen to me.
Well, no, because you're going to kind of like give and preach and then,
Then do Q&A after.
And then Q&A after. Because try to find opportunities to feed your people. I mean, even for us as a community group, we're looking at for Thursday night rather than meeting.
Oh,
what?
Shocking.
Shocking. Why is that shocking?
Yeah. Always looking for an excuse. You love canceling stuff, don't you?
I do not. You know how much I hate canceling. I hate canceling. If there's like one other person, we're on.
Oh, yeah, I know it. You guys will do it.
Like
Yep.
one or two people, we're still in. Like, listen, tonight's a hangout.
Yeah, we're going to have dinner and we'll have fellowship. Nice.
So anyways.
So you're talking about
possibly, okay, do we do something like that because we want to make sure we're caring for our individuals and for their relatives as well.
Especially because you got old man Cliff coming. That guy.
I didn't want to say that.
Oh,
why
so
would you?
old.
Don't do that. Cliff, I love you. Cliff.
You're an awesome, smart homeopathic witch doctor.
Yep.
We
Cliff,
love you.
Cliff,
you're awesome.
I do not think of you as old.
You're one of my favorite, but a witch doctor, he does think of you as. And we think you're awesome, but we don't want you to die. So that's why probably no CG.
Don't say that.
He's not that old. He's like 97 or something. Cliff, I know you listen. I'm just playing. So yeah, I think that's really good, Jimmy. And this is actually one of the benefits of smaller churches. If you've got a church of even our size, you can't do what a smaller church can do.
Yeah.
You got a church of under 100, like you could literally say, "Hey, here is the link to a hangout.
Yeah.
As many of you can, just come on. There's so many things you can do to encourage your people. So don't waste that opportunity. I think that's really good. And if you're, as we spend more time, if we have to spend more time in isolation, which is like some of us, it's one of our favorite things. make sure that you're making the most of the relationships that you have in your home, in your house.
Yeah.
So spend time with your kids and your spouse. Look for opportunities to, you can read a devotional together. You can pray together. This is a good opportunity to start up family worship if you haven't been doing it, right? And you don't have to, listen, family worship doesn't mean it's a full church service. It just means that you're reading the word and praying together. And if you have the ability, maybe exhort one another or exhort your family. Some people will choose to sing a song, but that's not required. The point is that you bring the household together around the word. That's really what we're talking about. So this might be an opportunity for you to try that if you haven't done that before, or if it's been a while, and say, hey, you know what, maybe once or twice a week we're going to try this and see how it goes. But good opportunities for people to begin to press in to valuing and then leveraging the relationships that they have at home, especially since they might not be able to gather with extended church family on Sundays.
Absolutely. And definitely some resources out there for like family worship. I mean, I think of Founders has the Truth and Grace, right?
Those are great.
Those are fantastic resources, and I absolutely would recommend that.
We will always recommend those until they start adding a statement on social justice to the gospel.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why can't you just allow this?
If they add a section on intersectionality into that catechism, I'm not going to recommend it anymore.
Saying, they've got fantastic resources along this line. Why can't you just?
I can't.
Why do you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater?
I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
No, you are.
No, I just want to dump out that dirty, nasty, tepid bathwater. That's all I want to do. I want to get rid of that, keep the baby. But yes.
Anyways, so there are good resources.
Truth and Grace memory books.
Fantastic, great resources that we've used and we continue to use. So yeah, just there's stuff out there.
Yeah, and you might listen if your church isn't providing resources. Man, there's a ton of churches that are. There's a ton of ministries out there. Go to monergism.com. There's lots out there for free. So just do some research. But for us, we are sad to suspend our services. We don't do it because everybody needs a break. We're not doing it because, hey, you know what? 4th of July weekend is pretty intense. It's like,
we don't do that.
We don't do that. We're doing this because we think we have an obligation to love and serve one another and our neighbors, and that by seeking one another's health, spiritual and physical, we are honoring the Lord and seeking to carry out both the Great Commission and the Great Commandment. So that's where we landed. That's why we're doing what we're doing. And if there's no church this Sunday at Redeemer Fellowship, but we are still the church, right? And we're still brothers and sisters. So let's find opportunities to encourage one another through your small groups, discipleship groups, or just relationships. Make the most of this. This is a God-given opportunity for us to shine as the church. To shine, some people might say,
shine bright like a diamond.
Like a diamond, Jimmy.
I knew it. Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You can follow us online on Instagram and Twitter at Doc and Devo, or on Facebook /Doctrine and Devotion. You can head to the website, drdevotion.com. There you can contact us. You can sign up for the email blast or hit up the store, jofostore.com, and grab some
Jofo Store.
Fresh pod every Monday and Thursday. Blog post on Wednesdays. Later.